26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Wednesday, slightly overcast on the outside. Well, this is the season for that, right? Nice. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you had a wonderful night and that you're up and ready to face the challenges of this brand new day. Today's a good day to have a good day. Yeah. Mary E. Banks, good morning to you. Lydia Cameron, good morning. She says good morning. Michelle Bernard, good morning. Yulin, how you doing, girl? Counting down the time to coming home? Nice. It's Good Morning Grenada for this Wednesday, the 29th day of May. Nice. Yolan Swan, greetings to you. Greetings and a special good morning to you, Mr. Joseph, and to everyone else on your platform. Have a productive day, everyone. Tomorrow. Okay. Well, Yolan, I've got to give you advance birthday greetings today. Enjoy tomorrow. Advance birthday greetings to you because, tomorrow is holiday and thing. As I was in. Catherine Phillip, good morning. Mildred Smith, good morning. Monica Meros Williams, good morning. Nice. Wifey, good morning. Erlen, how do you do? You alright? Nice. It's a good day to have a good day. Remember that, okay? To all those of you out there in the diaspora who make it your duty to be a part of us every morning, we appreciate you so much. Sylvina Charles, good morning. Yeah. I come with Jesus. That's the only way I could make it, boy. Life could be tough out there. Real tough. Yeah. Nice. 24 minutes on to the 7 o'clock. Good morning to all those of you who are on any one of the platforms. Veronica Sandy, good morning. Good morning, Innocent Joseph and GB and everyone. Good morning. That's what she says. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Miss Valerie Ferre and family, the entire household. Nell and her Uncle Phil next door. Good morning. All you good? Nice. I ain't calling somebody name, but I have problems nowadays. Good morning, though. Lovely, 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 lovely. The month of May is finally coming to an end. And folks, well, you know what that means, we have to start to prepare for Christmas now. Start putting aside a little 2 cents because Christmas is right there. Good morning, Innocent. Please say a special good morning to Miss Jeremiah. Hope all is well with her, Miss Jeremiah. The folks are calling out for you. You need to touch base if you can so that we know that you're fine, okay? The folks at Care Bears, good morning. Keisha, Khalid, Tanti Marcy, and everyone else attached to Care Bears. Nice. Early all the way in the great US of A, good morning. Yeah. Hope you're not supporting Trump, right? Because when the trumpet blows. Nice. Let's get with the program this morning, but before I do that, I want to say good morning to my youngest listener, Yeah, Ariel. Good morning, Ariel. How are you this morning? Getting ready for school? Mommy making breakfast, right? Yeah, morning. Have a good day at school today. Kitty Cat, good morning to you. Alwyn, what's up, bro? And the word of the day today, it's an adjective. That word is obstreperous. Obstreperous. And obstreperous is a formal word that describes people or things that stubbornly resist control. Now, in this use, it's a synonym of unruly. A person or thing described as obstreperous rather, may also be defiantly or aggressively noisy. obstreperos. Obstreperous. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The moment the paper airplane landed, the instructor addressed the unruly class, telling them in the harshest tone that obstreperous conduct would not be tolerated. That noisy, unruly behavior will not be tolerated. As a teacher, we know them times, yeah? Good morning to you, Mr. Kenny James and family. Good morning. Good morning to your dear wife. How they do? Nice. Morning to the folks inside of Budge Grove and Beauregard and Adelphi and surrounding areas. St. James, Teacher Carl, good morning to you. The Humphrey family. Yeah. Hope all is well. Mellows, good morning. Chris, good morning, bro. How you doing? Bylands, good morning. Maribo, Sab, St. Clouds. Miss Bertil, good morning to you. Coming up and saying good morning to Mr. Pierre, Father Pierre, Godric Pierre and family. Mike Noel, the Banana Man, good morning to you and the family. Keith Bowen, KB, good morning, bro. How they do? All the folks on that line there coming down, good morning. I'm going to Castile now. Good morning, Winifred Hancock. Auntie, good morning to you. And Stella and everybody. Munlong, good morning. Zeggy and the guys. Somebody looking for somebody. The folks opposite Auntie's place there at Ponderosa, good morning. Good morning. The Chateau family. The John family up in Munlong. The Carter family. My family in Munlong, the in-laws. Yeah, Casey's in-law. I can't remember the names. I don't really trust me. Raquel, mom and dad, good morning to all of you. Okay, good, nice. It's time to say good morning to Nadisha, though, because that's her favorite segment of the program, the thought of the day. And two things prevent us from happiness: living in the past and observing others. That's true. Living in the past can erode all your happiness. Two things prevent us from happiness: living in the past and observing others. Whoa, I wonder how she had that, boy. How she get that, and why I can't have that too. I wonder how he managed that, and what, you know. Living now, man. Enjoy the fact that you were on the wake up list this morning. It's, you know, reason to be happy. Other things will fall in place, yeah? They will. So again, two things prevent us from happiness: living in the past and observing others. What's buzzing this morning at 18 minutes on to the hour of 7? Police says high number of illegal weapons so far this year. Yeah, that's happening locally. In the region, the Bahamas Prime Minister says his country is burning. Internationally, U.S. says Gaza pier being repaired as aid groups urge more consistent routes. And in sports, Grenada Invitational meet cancelled, and that's a sad one. That is a sad one. Those are the buzzing stories this morning. We have a conversation we'll be having. The public relations person from the Spice Mass Corporation. That's Miss Missy. Miss Langdon will be with me this morning together with another person via the Zoom platform as we talk of a workshop that's coming up for artists. So we look forward to that. Morning, Mr. West and the folks inside of Coles Gap. Leon McQueen and family, morning. All the folks inside of Corin. Miss Maury, good morning to you. Long time I didn't see you. You all right? Gail and Alva and the folks up in the Moai. Fen, good morning. Hope all you're doing fine, yeah? Babash, what's up, guy? Nice. Miss Dawn Bowler and the folks inside of Providence and Dudman surrounding areas, Big J and so forth. Good morning. Nice. Folks, it's time for us to take that break. We've got to go do the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Let me see who's here. Margaret Alexander says, good morning, Mr. Joseph. How do you do? Have a blessed day. Good morning, Margaret. Rochelle Cummings, good morning. My favorite show, Master Innocent. Good morning, beautiful Grenada. Good morning, Rochelle. Hermione, good morning to you. Lana Fletcher, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Morning, Lana. Kathy and Adam, sis-in-law, how do you do? How is Kenneth and Zuri and Solange? Hope you all are doing fine. Mark McQueen, good morning, bro. Continue the good job. Continue doing the good job. Mr. McQueen, how you do? Hope all is well. Right, the McQueens inside of Pedmota, just by John Dick Hill there. Partner, the truck driver, good morning, bro. I can't remember your first name, you know, and the shop next door, they're always on to the program. Nonetheless, folks, good morning, Petlin, and the folks inside of Munich. Hope you all are doing fine. Yep. Good. All right. Today's Uprising birthday. Happy birthday, Uprising. All the bus drivers over the hills, I know that you all will celebrate with Uprising this morning. He's getting younger. Since I was a little boy, I know Uprising is the same way, you know. I understand how that happened. Auntie Elsa? Since I'm a little boy, since, as my father would say, since I was a little children, I know Uprising the same way. Continue living happy, man. Yeah, good, nice, good. Okay, folks, we've got to take that break. We've got the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather coming up. Those of you on the television platform, you've got a rebroadcast of last evening's television news. Mr. Mark McQueen, what's up, bro? See you on the flip side of 7.
Thanks for joining us. A local construction company seeking to hire unemployed young men in the construction field has pointed out some challenges that can hinder growth of the sector. More in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
In a recent interview, Dwight Sampson, operations manager at D&N Finishing in Grenada, shed light on the issue of a growing demand for skilled workers in the construction sector. Sampson acknowledged the sector's expansion, but expressed a deep concern about the current salary structure in Grenada, which are contributing to a brain drain effect. Skilled workers, Sampson noted, are increasingly seeking opportunities elsewhere due to better compensation packages.
You know, that has been a challenge in Grenada. Most of the tradesmen that I've spoken to, those that came in to sit with me or to do an interview with me, a lot of them saying the very same thing. I can't work for $70 and $80 a day. And in the economy now, even though it's getting better in terms of what we experienced last year and the year before, $80 might be a challenge. The issue is the same across the board. It's paying workers, the salary range, and so on. 80 EC versus 80 US, or 80 EC versus 110. And this is one of the things that DNN could proudly boast of. We ensure that all our staff are efficiently paid. We don't.
The best solution to this challenge, Sampson emphasized, is to retain our skilled workforce through locally developed programs. This sentiment reflects a strategic approach to addressing the skills gap and retaining talent within Grenada's borders.
Construction is on the up. We now have the Grenada National Resort that we were just up there on Sunday, and we were part of the tour and so on, the $2 billion project, and there are other projects. You know, the government has been talking about a hospital project that should soon come on stream. We had the ongoing construction at the fort and so on. The reality is we we need to develop a program where we can retain skills. But that comes with working together in partnership across the sector. All companies, working together, putting ideas together, seeing how best we can harness the skills of our local.
Sampson further revealed that DNN Finishing is taking proactive steps to tackle these industry challenges. The company is actively seeking to employ young men, regardless of experience, who are currently unemployed but show potential in the construction sector. This initiative not only addresses immediate employment needs, but also contributes to skill development and job retention.
We had the site visit previously that we had invited persons who may be interested in the construction field to visit us. We are looking for various capacity, various trades, and so we had invited persons. And while the feedback was good, we're still looking. Do want skilled persons. We welcome all skilled construction workers, carpenters, masons, even joiners. But what we also want to do is I want to give the young man who feels disadvantaged, who feels as if the system has failed you. We want to give you an opportunity, to come in. Let's see how we can fit you in. Let's see how you can find your niche. Let's see how you can find your place, and then you can make a life for yourself, a better life for yourself and your family.
This proactive stance by local businesses like DNN Finishing underscores the importance of industry collaboration and innovative strategies to meet the evolving demands of Grenada's construction sector. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Well, a 12-member jury was empaneled on Tuesday as the trial of Raheem Kelshal commenced at the St. George's No. 2 High Court following several delays. The case is being heard by Justice Sean Innocent, who recently returned to the bench after an extended absence. Kelshal, an interior decorator by profession and a resident of Belmont, St. George, is accused of non-capital murder and robbery with violence relating to the 2018 shooting death of Belmont resident Garfield Matthew. Attorney at Law Jerry Edwin is providing legal counsel for Kelshal, who has no prior convictions. The Crown prosecution has indicated it will present testimonies from at least 9 witnesses to support its case against Kelshal in the nearly 6-year-old matter. The trial's commencement marks a significant development in the long-standing case as the court prepares to examine the evidence and testimonies surrounding the events leading to Matthew's death. The prosecution is scheduled to call its first witness in the Raheem Kelshal murder case on Monday. This story to report: All African Liberation Day may once again become a national holiday in Grenada. Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Andy Williams, is of the view that Grenada has somewhat regressed as a people when it comes to the island's history. More in this Christina John report.
A rather low turnout for what was All African Liberation Day celebration in Grenada. The event was meant to raise awareness about Africanism, who we are as a people, where we came from, and where we are going. The global observance on May 25th was commemorated locally at the Montrouge playing field in Grenada, St. George. The celebration was held under the theme, A Borderless Africa for All Africans. Minister for Culture, Senator Adrian Thomas, was one of the featured speakers at the event.
It is also crucial for we to remember that civilization began in Africa. And it's our parents, our foreparents, who came in this part of the world and teach us a lot of skills and talents that we have today. And it will be remiss of me if I do not mention Carrico and Pitimati as being the cradle of our culture, who are still upholding the African culture in many respects. And we must put our hands together for the people, our brothers and sisters in Carrico and Pitimati, for maintaining that.
Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Andy Williams, said it is time we acknowledge our history. He is not ruling out making the day a national holiday as it has once been.
This used to be a national holiday, and sometimes
You know, when I look at our history sometimes, I think sometimes instead of us going forward, we made a lot of steps backwards. You know, so I applaud you for coming together and having this event. And Minister for Tourism, I want to put on record that we support this event even stronger next year.
Thank you.
And let's make it, let's create a greater impact, because our people need to know the history. Let us strive to make the impossible possible. Also, this year, let us make this the start of something to come. Right? We may watch this event today, we may watch it later. What I'm saying, it is not impossible to get back the holiday that we lost. Right?
Quoting the words of Nelson Mandela, Minister Williams said, "It seems impossible until it is done."
That African Liberation Day is more than a commemoration of historical events. It is a symbol of our collective resilience, courage, and determination. It is a reminder of the sacrifices made of our ancestors and freedom fighters who fought tirelessly against colonialism and apartheid, enduring immense hardships to secure the freedom we enjoy today. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. Let me just repeat this. It always seems impossible until it is done.
Ras Ruan quoted from one of Haile Selassie's speech on unity and brotherhood.
There is African blood, there is a basis for greater African unity. The example of the developed country amply show the truth of the proverb, unity is strength. Our greatest asset is our unity, and we must exploit it to its fullest. People of a country who have fought incessantly for their independence understand that unity is the foundation of liberty. The joining together in a unified effort to overcome the peril of nature and the danger which beset man on all sides is the very basis of society and the way in which humanity, since the dawn of history, has assured its survival.
The day was observed with drumming, poetry, dance, exhibition of art, food, literacy, and more. Africa Day, formerly Africa Freedom Day and African Liberation Day, is the annual commemoration of the foundation of the Organization of African Unity on 25th May 1963. It is celebrated in various countries on the African continent as well as around the world. Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, Telescope resident Stephen Crony has been found guilty of non-capital murder in the nearly 6-year-old case of Ken Isaac Edwards' death. The verdict, delivered by a 12-member jury, brings an end to a prolonged and complex legal battle that relied heavily on circumstantial evidence. We get the rest of the details in this Nisha Paul report.
We have a young man, the deceased was just 36 years old when he was shot dead, left 4 children behind. The now convicted man has 2 young children. So I do feel a sense of anguish. And the young men really have to find a way. It's just a matter of they are not resolving conflicts in the right and proper way. Because this, as I said to the jury in my closing address, is a matter of anger and revenge. This is really what this case was about. And it's a very, as I said, it's a tragic matter. And it could have ended, as I said to the jury, had the accused, now convicted man just reported the matter to the police, but he didn't follow up. Leave it in the hands of the law. And let the law take its course instead of taking the law into his own hands.
That was Crown Counsel Howard Pinnock from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, commenting on the almost 7-week trial, which concluded before Madam Justice Paula Guilford at the St. George's No. 1 High Court on Tuesday. According to court evidence, Ken Isaac Edwards, an ex-police officer turned businessman, was fatally shot in the early hours of May 20th, 2018. The assailant, disguised in a white overall and black bike helmet, was linked to Crony. The shooter emerged from bushes near a popular bar in Telescope, fired 3 shots, and fled the scene. Edwards, who was struck in the chest, was pronounced dead at Princess Alice Hospital in Marylebone, St. Andrew. The prosecution, which called 20 witnesses to support its case, argued that Crony committed the murder in retaliation for a violent altercation the previous day, where he was attacked and injured by 2 masked men. Crony contended that Edwards, who had accused him of having an affair with his female companion, had orchestrated the attack. Defense counsel Andre Thomas pointed to the deceased's questionable reputation and suggested that others may have had motives to kill him, citing inconsistencies in the prosecution's case. Thomas declined to comment on the verdict when approached as he exited the court on Tuesday. This was Crony's second trial. The first ended in a mistrial in October 2022 when the jury could not reach a unanimous decision. This time around, the Digital Forensics Unit of the Royal Grenada Police Force made legal history by using an iPhone health data app to trace Crony's movements at the time of the crime, as Mr. Pinnock explains.
It was the first time the prosecution we actually use digital evidence as related to, as I explained to you, the health app. We were able to track the now convicted man's movement with the use of a health app data on his cell phone. So the Royal Grenada Police Force, particularly Inspector Noel, really did a fantastic job. And I believe that evidence was crucial in linking the now convicted man to the crime.
Devon Date, the nephew of the deceased, expressed mixed emotions about the verdict that was handed down.
There's no, I can't say I get justice. I mean, the justice system has won because you have 2 brilliant lawyers presented the facts and 12 jurors analyze the facts and give a verdict. There's no argument against the fact that our justice system works. But socially, our community has failed this young man because we were not able to resolve whatever issues they had, and it just led to a day like today, which is the emotions just mixed emotions. There's no happiness, there's no contentment, it's all sadness.
He said the case highlights need for proper conflict resolution measures among our youth.
At the end of the day, I mean, it just goes back to the fact that as young men in our society, we have to take and as elders also, we have to start to teach people to control their anger management. I mean, socially we have failed, our community has failed both young men today. I mean, they grew up together, they're in the same community where I grew up or where I live now, and we lost them, so the community mourns.
Crony, who had spent about 4 years on remand before being granted bail after his first trial, has been remanded to Richmond Hill Prison pending his sentencing scheduled for July 30th. Reporting for GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Launch of the Blue Schools Initiative program is a first for Grenada and the wider Caribbean. This initiative highlights Grenada's commitments to sustainable ocean management and sets a global benchmark for education programs in marine conservation.
Grenada has proudly launched the first Blue Schools Initiative program, a first for the Caribbean, on the margins of the 4th International Conference on Small Island Developing States, SEEDS 4. This landmark event, held during the Ocean Literacy Side event, underscores Grenada's leadership in fostering sustainable ocean governance. The initiative was unveiled by Honorable Kireen James, Minister for Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, alongside esteemed global leaders leaders and experts in ocean science and policy. The program is being piloted at the St. Rose Modern Secondary School and the St. John's Christian Secondary School in St. John, highlighting the initiative's significance in a constituency renowned as Grenada's fishing capital and heavily reliant on marine resources for economic activities. Minister Kireen James, who also serves as Member of Parliament for St. John, emphasized the historical and cultural importance of Gov's fishing heritage in shaping this initiative. Mr. Jerry Eno, advisor to the Blue Economy, played a pivotal role in the program's technical development and implementation. His expertise has been crucial in integrating ocean literacy into Grenada's educational framework, preparing young Grenadians to become knowledgeable stewards of their marine environment. This initiative highlights Grenada's commitment to sustainable ocean management and sets a global benchmark for educational programs in marine conservation, emphasizing the critical role of oceans in sustainable development for seeds. This strategic launch was attended by luminaries such as Ms. Lorna Innes, head of the IOC Sub-Commission for the Caribbean and Adjacent Region, IOC Caribbean Secretariat, Mr. Xing Wu, Deputy Director General of UNESCO, and Mr. Julian Barbier, Global Coordinator of the Ocean Decade and Head of Marine Policy and Regional Coordination at IOC UNESCO. The launch event was also graced by the presence of Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, His Excellency Ambassador Peter Thompson, UN Secretary General's Special Envoy for the Ocean, Mr. Vidar Helgeson, Executive Secretary of IOC UNESCO, and Mr. Che A. Philip, Permanent Representative and Ambassador to the United Nations for Grenada. Christina John, GBN News.
Superintendent Aesop Pear, who's in charge of operations of the Royal Grenada Police Force, declared significant advancements in their efforts to tackle crime in Grenada. Addressing a news conference on Monday, Superintendent Pear emphasized the RGPF's proactive approach in refining operational strategies. During the news conference, he highlighted the RGPF's ongoing collaboration with various communities as a pivotal factor in their strategy enhancement. He underscored the necessity of intensifying certain operational aspects to effectively address evolving challenges in crime prevention and investigation.
Thereby, we have implemented a more robust approach that includes increased patrols, searches, and vehicle checkpoints. The strengthening of the Royal Grenada Police Force intelligence infrastructure to allow for the increased and organized collection of information and a more effective and efficient dissemination of actionable intelligence. Greater attention to the issue of drug interdiction, seizures, greater attention to interdiction and seizures of firearms.
Superintendent Pear said the move underscores their commitment to ensuring that Grenada remains safe for all.
The undertaking was given that the Royal Grenada Police Force is fully committed to utilizing all its available resources to thoroughly investigate these matters and bringing those responsible for committing these senseless acts to justice.
All right, stay tuned to find out what's in GBN I Saw.
The Christian Union preschool students participated in a fruitful career day on Friday at their location at the St. George's Estate, Lamud St. George's. The preschoolers dressed up in their future professions, positions in the business sector, medical field, culinary, and law enforcement. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Hello, my name is Najla Woodruff, and I am the proud recipient of the ACB Grenada Bank SU Scholarship of 2023. I am currently a third-year international business student. The ACB Grenada Bank SU Scholarship provides more opportunities than just financial aid. It provided CV enhancements, it enriches your academic experience, and it allows you to open doors and broaden your horizons in terms of internship opportunities, among other things. I implore you to apply to this scholarship. I am eternally grateful to ACB Grenada Bank for rewarding me with the ACB Grenada Bank SU Scholarship.
ACB Grenada Bank believes in empowering talent and nurturing dreams. You too could be a part of this journey. ACB Grenada Bank is committed to education and helping shape the leaders of tomorrow.
From the fertile heart of Grenada to the far reaches of the globe, Ram's Supermarket brings together the best of both worlds. Savor the freshest, locally sourced produce from our trusted Grenadian farmers and explore a curated selection of top-quality international favorites. Experience a shopping journey where warmth meets a world of flavors and affordability meets premium quality. At Rams, we welcome everyone to discover the joy of global and local culinary delights. Nestled in Sugar Mill, Grand Anse, we are open all week to offer you a taste of home and beyond. Ram's Supermarket, where our family, community, and the world come together. We are the good food people.
Miss Faithlin's family drama continues with I Do by Urias Peters at Labucan Creative Center, Saturdays at 8 p.m., Sundays at 6 p.m., June 8th to 30th.
Ladies.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be activated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Washing the vehicle, use a bucket, not a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
GRENEC Community Partnership Initiative.
The theme for the science fair is water and energy strategies, the key to sustainable development. It encourages students, it promotes caring for the environment, sustainable development, and we want the students to display practical activities and real-life situations of what is really going on out in their environment. And we look forward to companies like GRENEC continuing to see the relevance and significance of something like a national science fair.
GRENEC, energizing our community.
People, this is Ezra the Fun Machine, and I'm calling all revelers, carnivalists, and bacchanalists. Let me tell you, take a loan of $3,000 or more for your costume and pay only $340 per month with God's ready cash. Plus, you get to enter to win your loan back. That's right! Pay $0 down and nothing for the first 30 days. All you need is your ID, proof of address, job letter, pay slip, and 2 references. Visit your nearest God's already cash location today or contact your Carnival band for more details. Experience Carnival 2024 with God's ready cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply. Aye, aye, aye.
I'm Audrey Jackson.
I'm Greg Jackson.
On February 19th at 4 a.m., a gun was used to take my son from me. You know him as Pop Smoke. We call him Shar. Because of gun violence, I'll never see my son run up the front of our steps, taking them 2 at a time. He won't ever take my hands again and dance with me. He won't come into my room and muscle pose in the mirror. Gun violence destroys families. It must stop.
All right, good morning, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the conversation this morning. We've got a very busy morning here this morning, but we'll start off with 2 beautiful ladies. To my immediate right is I feel like getting up and give her back the chair. Miss Lashington. All right. She's wearing a different cap this morning. She is the PR consultant for the Spice Mass Corporation this season. And on the Zoom platform is my dear friend, Miss Nubia Williams. I have it right? And oh my goodness, if you see that smile when she comes on the Zoom platform, oh my goodness, look at that smile. Yeah. Good morning, Miss Williams. How are you doing? How are you?
Good, I'm fine.
All right.
Good morning, everyone.
I want to make sure that we get it right, so I'm going to have Miss Lashington give you your rightful intro. Miss Lashington, please go ahead.
Good morning, everyone on GBN K105. It's so good to be back with you for a short while this morning. And Miss Nubia Williams, she's a music educator and also an arts adjudicator, and she has judged all the competitions from steel pan to calypso and soca, as well as in a few Caribbean islands, and she has been doing this work for about 29 years. So she's very well versed in the field of music, calypso, folk, drumming, choir, and also very involved with the Trinidad and Tobago Music Festival. And she is joining us in a few days. She's going to be leading 2 workshops for the Spice Mass Corporation. She'll be doing an artist development workshop, which is geared towards calypsonians and soca artists. Yes, of course,
Yeah, back on stage this year.
Nice.
Back on stage.
And then also one for judges who will be, of course, adjudicating the various competitions.
Late, but better late than never.
Well, she will be coming in to do this workshop for those 2 things, and it's just such a pleasure for us to have her here. She's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to this field.
Good morning, Miss Williams, again.
Good morning to you and everyone at GBN and the entire Grenada. I'm so pleased to be coming up there.
Yeah, can't wait for you to reach. I'll be the first person. I'll be sitting right in front.
Great, I can't wait to meet you.
Lovely. So, give us a sort of synopsis of what the workshops, because you'll be doing 2, right? One for the artists and the other for the judges. So, tell us in a nutshell, what is it all about? What will you be capturing and covering?
Okay, so basically, I'll be looking at calypso adjudication as well as soca adjudication, and then we're going to be specifically meeting with the artists first, calypsonians and the soca artists, to give them an idea of basic things in music, elements of music, stuff about calypso, soca, literary devices and musicianship and so on. And also for the calypsonians and the soca artists to give me some feedback or some information regarding how they would like to see the judging process, if there are things that they are happy about, if there are things that they would like to see altered in some way. I always like to meet with the creators of the art form first before meeting with the adjudicators. You wouldn't believe how much that information and that kind of data helps to shape the workshop when we meet with the judges. And then, of course, we meet with both the judges for soca and calypso, and then when we meet with them, we're going to be going through, of course, looking at the criteria in detail, looking at elements of music, looking at a rubric that I've created, doing some oral skills and that type of thing. So it's expected to be an interesting workshop, and it's packed with all sorts of activities.
Let me ask you this, all right? Just to rearrange my ignorance, are there any prerequisites for someone to become a judge of especially calypso?
I'm so glad you asked me that question. There seems to be a misconception amongst a lot of people regarding the type of mind that would be engaged in such activities. I feel that any judging panel should really reflect the persons on the ground, the consumers of that particular art form. So if you have a panel that is varied, persons from all different walks of life, it makes a more balanced adjudication. So, for example, if you have persons who would have studied music, that would be a plus on the judging panel, but you don't only want persons who would have gone through official music training. You also want to get the historian. You want to get the literature teacher. You might want to get a DJ. A DJ is somebody who has a wealth of knowledge and who has spent hours upon hours listening to music and deciphering and distinguishing really good music as opposed to music that may have some flaws or work to do. A DJ is such a wealth of a good person to have on a panel. Teachers, and really just persons who are interested in the art form. They are pan enthusiasts who I feel could make really good adjudicators. They are calypso adjudicators, calypso enthusiasts, soca enthusiasts. So really, the panel should really reflect a wide cross-section of the persons who consume the art form, who consume the music. And once that is have, and you have that type of variety on the panel, then you can look at what are all the attributes the persons on this panel should have, and then you work from there.
Right.
From there.
Now, I'm glad you answered that way, because it's like, okay, I follow international news. When you look at the people who have been pulled in as a jury in Donald Trump hush money case in the U.S., right? None of them have any legal background per se. All right, but that's different, because in my opinion, after you would have selected that cadre of people that you mentioned, shouldn't they be pulled together for a while so you have a group and you give them some formal introductory training into what to look for and how to look for it and how to score it? Shouldn't that be the case?
You are perfectly correct. That is exactly what we need. Now, whether the panel has persons who, let's say, they have a good understanding of music theory and a good background in calypso or soca per se. All panels for all competitions, they need to go through some type of seminar, retreat, workshop, some type of setting, so that all the persons on any particular panel for whatever competition, when they go through the same type of data, you would find that the disparity on the judging table, on the panel, or at the ending of the process, the outcome, you'll find that disparity has lessened once they go through the topics and look at certain things in a particular type of way.
Good. So that's why in my opening remarks I said late, but better late than never, because I would have liked that coming out of Carnival 2023, you know, with the transformation agenda. I know Macy's going to touch on that in a while. That we would have transformed the whole product, in the sense that we, as artists, I'm an artist myself, and ever so often I don't pay attention to competition. When I think I am good enough, I say, okay, I'll sing this here. All right. So I don't bother about results. But ever so often you find people saying, "Well, Innocent, I find you should have made it to the final." And when I go back, you know, and I look at the contents of the competition, and then I look at the judging. The judges, not just the judging, but the judges. I mean, there are people who don't even listen calypso, you know. So I would have thought that right after Carnival, we would have had a set of, you know, judging seminar and so forth, identifying people, so that when the season comes, we could say, okay, we have a cadre of judges or trained people, and we can select for this competition and that competition and so forth. I really hope that is the direction we would go for next year, because this year it's too late.
All right. Let me touch on two things. I'm happy that you raised that concept about listening. Listening is so crucial for any art form, whether you're an artist or a budding adjudicator or anything in music. Listening is one of the fundamental activities that must take place on an ongoing basis. Listening. And not just listening widely, but listening with some type of intention. Listening for certain things. Listening for melodic lines. Listening for rhythmic changes and variations. Listening for intonation, which is like pitching or being able to stay on key. Listening with some intent. Listening also to other types of genres of music, because as you know, Calypso has been an evolving art form, and so is soca. Soca continues to evolve rapidly, and really it pulls on so many other genres of music and subgenres. And it's really important for judges, adjudicators alike, to be able to keep up to date with those types of transformations and transitions as the music evolves. So listening is a really important thing. And I also wanted to circle back on the type of person that is included on the judging panel. Sometimes we have junior calypso competitions, and we need to include seasoned calypsonians on those panels as well. Even in Panorama, I feel that the arrangers in Panorama, some of them need to be on the judging panel, because these are the people who would have gone through the paces and created the music for the said competition. So it always, I really can't understand why soca artists, calypsonians, arrangers are not involved in the adjudication process at some level. It's really important to have those types of minds as part of the pot, so to speak, on adjudication panels.
Okay, well, stay right there. I'm gonna go over to the lady in the studio with me, Missy Chrissy. You say hi to your audience now.
Again? Good morning again, especially if you joined in the last few minutes and didn't realize I was here.
Don't overdo it, all right? don't come and overdo it and make me look small this morning.
I think you're going to always look bigger than me, sir.
From Spice Mass Corporation standpoint, what are some of the other plans you have coming? What are the intentions of this workshop?
Well, it's so important. Of course, Ms. Williams went into detail as it relates to the judges workshop, but I think another aspect so important is the artist development workshop. And what we found at the Spice Mass Corporation is that we want to improve the quality of music coming from calypsos as well as soca. You know, we have groovy and power soca. We want the quality to be improved. We want to develop our artists holistically as well, because it's not just about putting out music, it's also understanding the business of music. It's understanding how do you manage your finances. You have to understand the marketing behind it, how to use social media to your advantage. And those will be addressed in this artist development workshop. It's about mastering performance and also understanding the business. And one thing that's so important, like you mentioned, is understanding the judging criteria. If you're going into a competition, you have to know what you're going to be marked on. So when you're arguing after, right, about your place, etc., you have to know that you're making valid points as it relates to the various criteria on the score sheet. So we are going to be going into detail with these. So it's a really holistic development. Any artist, whether you're a seasoned artist, whether you're thinking about joining the competition for the first time, you would have been in the competition before, it is for every single person who is in soca and calypso.
All right, in the interest of time, could you tell us the venue for the workshops and the timings?
Most importantly, I'll share with you the registration process. So it's absolutely free. And you, of course, first come, first serve, because there's a limited number of people that we can accommodate in the workshop. So you can call the Spice Mass Corporation's office. That's 440-0621, 440-0621. Visit the website as well, social media. You can find the links to register online, and from there you'll be notified as to whether you've secured your seat. But I would say do so now, because we've opened it a few days ago, so we want to make sure all seats are filled up. But if you miss this one, we definitely have your information for the next time a workshop like this is taking place.
And the venue?
It will be held at the Trade Center, but of course, most importantly, register, and then more information will be given to you as it relates to the time, etc. You can't just show up.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yes. All right.
No come in and take a blind.
Nah. It's already free. You know what I mean? Which is great. You're refreshed along the way, not just edified in terms of your craft, but we also give you refreshments. So definitely definitely register if you're an artist. If you're interested in becoming a judge as well, you can register as well. And of course, it will be happening soon. Miss Nubia Williams will be with us in Grenada to deliver these workshops, along with facilitators here as well who are versed in their craft.
Miss Williams, so when I come to the workshop on that day as a performing artist, on conclusion of the workshop, what would have happened to me?
Okay, so that in the first instance, my expectation is that you would come 15 minutes before start time so that we can register properly. And you would come with a feeling to move forward in your craft, move forward in your understanding, and really be a part of what is happening at the Spice Mass Corporation, and be a part of that transformation that is about to take place, because you're going to be getting an opportunity now to understand how to build studio skills, understand how to look at the judging process and understand exactly the elements that constitutes a winning performance. So you would leave most likely more positive than you would have left, and you would feel that it would have been a success.
All right, I look forward to that. Like I said, look for me. I'll be wearing a white shirt right in front and a blue short pants, okay?
So specific. And of course, just to remind you, the date is the 5th of June. Registration deadline is tomorrow, the 30th of May. So make sure you sign up by tomorrow, the 30th of May. And the workshop for the Calypso and the Soca artists, that will be the 5th of June. We have 2 segments, one for Calypso, one for Soca. So it's actually separated based on the genre.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is the Spice Mass Corporation office located now?
The Spice Mass Corporation's office is located at the GCNA complex on the Karani James Boulevard.
Okay.
Number 440-0621. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, Ms. Williams, nice talking to you. It will be better when I see you in person next week.
Yes.
And we look forward to that much needed dissemination of information that you have for us as artists. I encourage you to be a part of this, so that at the end of the season you can have a fuller appreciation for what actually transpired to your performance on the stage.
Thank you. Yes, I'm looking forward to meeting you and all the other soca artists and calypsonians and the judges of Steel Band, Calypso and Soca. I know that some judges, they judge the gamut, all the different activities. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you all. We'll be doing musicianship, listening devices, literary devices, and I can't wait to be there.
Okay. See you then.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right, nice speaking with you. Ms. Lashington?
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for joining me this morning. Folks, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this. We have so much more to talk with and about this morning.
Get ready, Grenada, for the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Hubbard's Legends in Concert, as we raise our hands and give thanks. On Saturday, October 26, 2024, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Stay tuned to GBN for more.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Yard. Use a broom instead of a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for Grenada to laugh again. Heritage Theatre presents Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024, Saturday, June 22nd and Sunday, 23rd June at the Trade Center in Grandance, and on Sunday, 30th June at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville. Showtime, 7 p.m. every time, featuring some of Grenada's best ambassadors of comedy. Robert White.
I will line up behind the yellow for 9 elections straight. I change color in time to lose the last election. Why? Because I'm always on the losing side.
Dillion Walters.
It's the McWayne I couldn't take. I don't tell Molly didn't know.
Kareem Alexis and other outstanding comedic performances, all coming to knock you off your seats with laughter. Get your tickets now. Bring out the entire family. Tickets are $60. It's time for Spice Laugh Comedy Bash 2024.
The place go flood with laughter.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation this morning. I've got with me in studio, this is a regular face here, Mr. Duncan from Southern Electrical. Good morning, bro. How are you?
Good morning, and good morning, Grenada. I'm fine, thank you.
And every time you come to the studio is because you have something special to tell us about what's happening at Southern Electrical. What special do you have for us? I'm seeing a lot of things happening in the construction field. Tell me what you have for us from construction.
Right. So because there's some, we're going through a construction boom, we have a wide range of safety wear now. And in particularly, we're talking about construction boots. So protective footwear. So right now, we just received new stock of Rockfall. So the brand name, manufactured in England, and the brand is Rockfall, and it's a wide range of protective safety boots. So when we say safety boots, we're talking about insulated boots for electricians, that will give them a level of protection, and also for the construction workers, reinforced steel and Kevlar boots. We even have those for ladies.
Right.
So we have pretty much everyone covered in the construction field. We have quite a number of models, so you can get even ones that look formal attire, and we even have those up to the the boots that you would wear when you pour in concrete and so.
Okay.
So we have those, but of course reinforced. So with that, you can walk over nails. Things can fall on it because it's steel toe.
Okay, steel tip.
So to speak, steel tip.
Okay.
And, very protective wear. We also, apart from that, that these construction workers, they work long hours. And, you're on your feet for the entire day. So comfort is also important. So we also have, along with the safety boots, the active safety wear inserts. Right?
Okay.
So that will give you the back support, the comfort for your feet, because once you working on your feet the entire day, there's a lot of pressure on the foot. So we have the active step inserts, as well as we have active wear bamboo socks.
Bamboo socks.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
So it keeps your feet, dry and not, sometimes, especially right now it's very hot, and, some people they sweat
and the bacteria
in the feet and the bacteria and so we have, I tell you, a wide range. So we have different colors, different styles. We even have those that you could even probably wear with a business suit and you wouldn't know is a steel tip.
Okay. Wow, interesting.
And the prices are very, very good. Like I said, it's actual brand name, so it's not a knockoff footwear. It's Rockfall, and the prices vary. I think between $130 up to right under $300.
Okay, so you put your hand where your pocket could reach.
Yes, and this is very affordable for quality items.
Okay, all right, rather interesting. I know at Southern Electrical we don't only talk boots. You have all kinds of things in there. Anything particularly on special at the moment?
So at the moment we have a lot of decorative lighted mirrors, and we have those in different styles. So these are great for your, not just your bathroom area, but if you have a nice little vanity area where the ladies could go do their makeup, and so it offers them a nice modern mirror, but it's also functional because it has the LED lighting. So we have those that are backlit as well as those that have the LED lighting on the face of the mirror themselves. So it's actually functional. You can use it to put makeup on your face, make sure you look good before you go to work or you go out to events. And it offers the space a very modern look. We have a wide number of styles, so we have different shapes. We have square, rectangular, circular. We have those with the horizontal layout for those who have his and her sinks, and we have the lighting can change between warm white, daylight, and it offers it transforms your bathroom space when you have an item like that. And come down, see the styles that we have, because they're priced well as well, and they move quite well. Everyone likes the look. It like I said, it offers you a very luxurious modern look.
I have one problem with something that you said there, the mirrors for the ladies. So men don't use mirrors too. You have special mirrors for men?
Well, you see, men, as men, we rough cut. We rough cut, yes. But also naturally, we don't need makeup,
okay. I just get you. Yeah. We don't need to do this thing with them, And I always ask the question, we always hear the ladies say, oh, they want a real man, but they have so much makeup, they're not real, In any case, that's a different conversation.
Yes.
Don't go there. Okay.
Yeah, so our range of decorative mirrors is full right now. We have something for everybody, regardless of if it's a small space or a large bath area, and they can even work in commercial spaces, restaurants, hotels, even if your business has a little bathroom area that you want to spruce up, it's the right product to really transform the look of it. Because there's some places that when you go to the bathroom or toilet areas, if it's not nice,
it turns you off.
And so it's one of the products that really transforms the space, and it does a good job of making it look modern and make you feel like it's clean,
Okay. All right. Well, I know Do you have any special sales on at the moment?
Yeah, so right now on those mirrors we have discount on them, so you can get them for between 5 to 7.5% off. And going back to the active safety boots, all of them are discounted, so the price on all of them are reduced. So like I said, they all below about, the most expensive ones are right under $300, as well as we have some in the $130 range, and so.
Okay.
So, very good prices. We know that they will go like hot bread because, there's a lot of people in that field. So, come down right away and take advantage of this.
You might be surprised when you go down, you talk here, and by the time you go down, you realize your stock's exhausted.
Well, speaking of which, right now we have a wide amount of stock. So, we have a couple different models, different styles, and we have, large quantities available right now. So, take advantage of it.
Full advantage. Okay, well, Mr. Duncan, I know that you only came to tell the people of that special thing because, you've got an influx of people at Southern Electrical, because people in Grenada, we love a deal, and they know where to go for their deals at Southern Electrical. Just for someone who's just hearing about Southern Electrical, just give them the location and how to contact you.
So it's at Dusty Highway, Grand Dance, and we're right after the license and inspection building where they used to do the inspection of vehicles. So it's right after that. It's a blue building. You can't miss it. And so after Nawasa, there's the inspection building, and then there's Southern Electrical. So it's quite easy to find, and we're available. We're online. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Check us out. We have a lot to see, but of course we also would encourage you to visit us. Visit our lighting showroom. It's very dynamic and engaging, where you can come and you can see and get a sense of what we have.
Okay. All right, Mr. Duncan, thank you very much. I know, like I said, people will be rushing to take advantage of the boots especially, but when they get there for the boots, they would see such a wide variety of other stocks that they'll be satisfied right there, and it will become their one-stop shopping spot. Thank you very much, and all the best.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we take a quick commercial break, and then we wrap up with our final guest for the morning. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
In a different way, choose peace and love instead of all bloodshed. Live and long device. You see the violence thing.
Make the change.
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 Make a change.
Make the change.
Make the change.
End the gun violence now.
Just please give life a chance. Let's stop the violence. Oh.
Thursday afternoon in a 60 zone. This 34-year-old motorcyclist was on his way home. It's our job to work out why he never got there. The rider broke his neck on impact here, having crashed into this car that was turning right. By analysing the impact, we know he hit the car at 30 kilometres per hour, and these marks on the road tell us that he skidded for 21 metres, having braked hard here. When he first reacted, he was doing 68. But let's change one small thing. At 60, the driver would have had more chance to see him properly. He'd have stayed in control and reached this point a moment later. The car would have cleared his path and he'd be home by now. You decide on your speed. The physics decides whether you live or die.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation this morning. As I told you, it's a busy one for us, and I like it that way, for obvious reasons. And with me at this time, I've got Mr. Lionel Goddard. He is the secretary of the Mount Morris Development Organization. Good morning, sir.
A pleasant good morning to you, and a pleasant good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique.
Okay. Your song singing there, boy.
I'm always a happy man. I'm always a proud person to always represent my community.
Okay. All right. Before we came on the set, you were saying the organization is 38 years old?
Yes. The Mount Morris Community Development Organization is one of the oldest organizations in Grenada. We're celebrating 38 years of continuous work in our community. And also, this year we are celebrating 15 years of having the Mount Morris breakfast.
Okay. I want to go back to the organization first, and then we'll come forward to the breakfast. 38 years. Tell me, how did this organization start? Who started this organization, and why was it started?
Well, I am one of the pioneers of the organization. I came out from the period of the revolution where I was a youth leader, and after the collapse of the revolution, there was a void in the country for groups and organizations. And so we started the Mount Morris Sports Club. Mm-hmm. And the Mount Morris Sports Club then got a grant of $25,000 to build a community center. I then thought that we needed more individuals from the community to assist in building of the, and therefore we moved to form the Mount Morris Community Development Lounge, which were building the community center, and as time goes on, we started to, develop plans and strategy for our community as a whole.
Well, that's commendable. So, in essence, the Mount Morris Development Organization were the primary starters of or you could say maybe the owners. You could say the owner of the community center. You started it.
Yes, well, the Mount Morris Community Center, yes, we have contributed more than 70%, of the funding towards it.
So in addition to that, an organization of that magnitude and depth, there must be other things that you can proudly boast about in the community of Mount Morris. I ain't talking about the breakfast yet.
Well, of course, our organization has done a lot over the years. In the field of education, every year we sponsor the Mount Morris Anglican schools. We give some of the students scholarships. Mm. We also support the school tremendously with their sports, and anything the school have to do, we give a lot of support. We have assisted in building up a bus stand at the Mount Morris together with the SDA Church. We have assisted with the renovation of the Mount Morris Medical Center. We give annual hampers to our senior citizens. We have children's party. We help our farmers with fertilizer.
Really?
We even help with some of the homes, the senior homes in our country and citizens. So our organizations is like one of the few areas where you have a local government in Grenada. We try to take.
You're sure when the convention comes, you won't be vying for leadership position?
I have already have a leadership position, and that is leading the proud village of Mount Morris.
Okay, sir. Now, a quick question, though. In order for you to be so supportive and so benevolent in all the things that you've just said that you're doing, there must be some source of getting these funds. How do you get these funds to do these things?
Well, this is where the Mount Morris breakfast came into being.
Right.
So over the years, we have developed for the last 15 years the Mount Morris breakfast, and that is one of the main source of our funding, because we believe in helping ourselves. We don't believe in going around and asking for handouts. So this together with our relatives who live abroad, they always send a lot to support the things that we're doing. So they would send barrels of food stuff, they will send monies, so lots of gifts and donations,
Okay.
So we get a lot of support from them. And we must not forget some of the people who have sponsored us over the years.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of the names.
Yeah, and some of these people is one is the Grenada Distillers. They have been one of our proud sponsors over the years in terms of our breakfast. And Jonas Brown and Hubbard's Grenada Limited. They have been with us, for close to the 38 years since we're in existence. So we have had quite a lot of support. Over the years, you have had people who have sponsored many things as Flow and Digicel and so forth, who have given, Bryden and Miners and Huggins and other companies who have given us, sponsorship for smaller things, But the main consistent sponsors has been, Grenada Distillers, and we wish to thank them very much, and Jonas Brown and Hubbard's, we wish to thank the management there for this.
Your organization is a sort of pillar in the community, and by extension has an outreaching arm, because you said that you all support homes around the island as well with hampers and so forth. Beside yourself, who are some of the members of your organization? It would be remiss of us if we do not mention them.
Yeah, well, our organization does have a chairman, which is Mr. Nicholas Harris, and he has been there together with myself from the inception, So himself, me, we have people as his wife who've been managing the kitchen, Lydia Harris and Glenda Seals, and we now have a new group, which we call the enhancers, who, come and assist with, putting together that, adding these extra features, added features, to the breakfast. And we have people like Mr. Chris Edwards and Floyd Dowden and Shirla Harris and Sheila Harris and, Osman Griffith and, so we do have a large team and, a large team of individuals over, close to 50 volunteers that give of their service and time, and we wish to thank them very much for the, for the support over the years.
That's remarkable. In the interest of time, right, you're celebrating 38 years as the organization, 15 years of the breakfast. What are some of your celebratory activities?
Well, this coming Sunday, we are going to be having a very special breakfast, and at that breakfast we're going to be awarding, and some of the old stalwarts in the organization, So those who have been with us for at least 15 years and upwards, we're going to recognize them in a very special way at this breakfast on Sunday. We're going to have on Sunday live music by the band Caress. We also going to be having DJ music. We're going to have a very special bingo too during this breakfast. Just short games, where you can play, So we're going to be having, as usual, we can have continuous activity during the year, We don't stop. So it's not only breakfast we do. Next month in July we have a special cruise for the kids, and we invite the children from the home. We don't leave them out. We pay for the tickets for them to go free, collect the children from all the homes and bring them on the cruise with us.
That's good.
Of course, we're going to have an active carnival program, all the carnival bands and all the top artists normally comes and up. So we're going to be having a tremendous program, as we celebrate and as we continue to develop our community.
All right. Well, I'd like to take the opportunity. I mean, by now everyone knows whenever there's an activity from the Mount Morris area, well, the Mount Morris Development Organization, it comes through GBN. You know, we're an integral part of the breakfast. I know Joe always comes up because that's one of the places that he can get to eat as much as he wants. So, you know, GBN is closely aligned with that organization. So we'd like to take the time, and I'd personally like to congratulate your organization, you being one of the stalwarts of it, founding members, and to the entire team. You have a wonderful team. There's this lady that always, I can't remember her name, I'm not good with names, but she says, I didn't see you Sunday gone. You know?
I believe it's Miss Glenda Seals.
That's the name. Yes, that's the name. And I keep promising, but you know, sometimes I can't make it. But I want to congratulate you on your celebrations and your achievements thus far. And I do hope that you have all the success and all the support that you need as you go through the years.
Yeah, well, we want to thank you also, and we want to thank GBN in a special way also. They are part of our family, you know. From over the 38 years, I've been here several times. So, GBN, we want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the support, and you have contributed tremendously to our success.
Thank you very much. Folks, we've got to wrap it up now. We've got to join the BBC, but once again, thank you for dropping by and enlightening us on some of the achievements and accomplishments of your organization, and we look forward to your continued growth, development, and success. I've been speaking with Mr. Lionel Goddard as he represents in a big way the village of Mount Morris. That's it for the program. We've got to join the BBC, already in progress.